Welcome to Lost in Asteria, a D&D podcast with a serious story about silly people. My name is Vilas, your DM, and I'd like to introduce you to the players of the game.
Hello, my name is Mikkel. I'm playing the character Risus Plas, a necromancer who is cheerful to the bone and with a smile that shines even in the darkest crypt.
Hi, my name is Morten, and I play the Union Secretary / corpse-dealing monk named Silas Hirodo.
Hey guys, my name is Simon, and I'm playing Charles of Stonehaven, a human fighter trying his best to win his father's approval.
Hey, I'm Anna. I play Aricus, a half-elf rogue who does her very best to spoil everyone else's fun.
Hi, I'm Chung. I play Galdric Galliply, an exiled human cleric who's on his path for redemption so he might return home someday.
Now that was everyone, and let's get right into the story. So, Yiva and Grimace invite you into their halls. That's their name.
His name is Grimace.
Fuck, I just realized that right now.
Grimace.
That's... God. I can't change it now.
But I do feel like you started out saying something slightly...
Grima.
Grimace. Like
Grimace. Yeah,
Grimace.
you have to pronounce it right.
Grimace.
It's not Grimace, it's Grimace.
Well, that's the same thing.
But it is.
With a British accent.
It is what I wrote. So, anyway, they show you into their halls, and you are put down at a table. You're given food, and you're given wine. And
wine?
Yes, it's becoming a local specialty. You're given mint wine, as always. So, we have been briefed a bit from Mark Jr., the necromancer, and he told me shortly that you were looking for this artifact, this stick of a sorts. As far as we are concerned, what we know of it is that it was hidden from the world of Asteria by Leto, the god of witchcraft, and in some way her sister Asteria, which is the world in which we live in. We don't know where the rest of the sticks are exactly. Mark is sort of studying the celestial and the mythology and was driven here by rumors springing in Havenspire that there might be a part of the stick up here in the north. So, here's our issue. We don't want King Kedalian achieving or getting this weapon for him, and we don't exactly know why he wants it. But I think we can all agree that it's better that he doesn't get it.
Yep.
We know it's powerful. We know it's said to have some kind of healing properties as well. So, if you are set out to find this artifact, then we might be able to stall in the meantime. In a few weeks, we assume that they will send more Twilight people here with some Tyramid and claim money as always. But, as you might imagine, they will not return to Havenspire. At some point, Havenspire will be curious why all the transports are missing, and they might send a larger group of arms up here. At some point, they will start to realize that we have abandoned the kingdom, and I don't know how the king will react to that. He might send armies, he might not. So we can buy you some time before he realizes what is going on, and that time I would use wisely. If I were you guys. Do you have any idea where other parts of this artifact could be?
No.
No.
Okay. Mark, you are the lore master in this regard. Do you have anything to add? Maxis? Yes. I do not know where the six are. However, I have some clues that might be of help here. First of all, the knowledge of the sticks was lost and destroyed by the god Leto. But there is another creature on Asteria that sort of knows of the gods.
Is it a Sphinx?
The Sphinx, the Oracle of Delphi would be an obvious solution.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Yeah, we heard that there was... we heard that it was rumored that the Oracle of Delphi was found in the Crimson Peaks north of Havenspire. But then afterwards, we were told from my sources that the temple turned out to be empty, and there's no sphinx in there at all. So I don't know.
Really hated us that
So
much.
what
She's just like, I'm gonna retire.
Yeah.
what was the hint?
The other rumor or the other hint is that despite the sphinx, there's another old ancient creature on Asteria in the desert lands north of Sandalia. There is rumored to be sort of a snake woman. She's not from Asteria. She goes by the name of Medusa. Medusa is... we don't have a lot of information about the mythology outside of Asteria, but we do know that apparently before Asteria and Leto there were some other gods. And what the few people who have talked to Medusa, they said that she was abandoned or cursed by some god called Athena, which we do not know of, but seems maybe powerful. It could be that such a creature like Medusa has been hiding away on Asteria from said god for many years, and she might know more than we do. However, she is said to be extremely dangerous, as her gaze alone are able to make people into stone. Petrify you, so to say. So, the general consensus is not to look for her, but maybe in this specific case it might be worth the try.
We tried danger before.
And clearly you've been very successful with danger in the past. But she is said to be in the desert, someplace north of Sandalia, so that would be a hint. Another thing was that after I inspected you, Rhesus, and Charles in some sense, and we discussed the whole problem with the sickness
Yes.
that you might have or might be cured of.
It's back.
It's back?
Yes.
Was it when the stick's connected?
Yes.
Yeah, I feared that. But it's good in a way. It's not only bad, because I feared that the stick was sort of connected to the sickness somehow. And it could be that other people who are close to the stick will also be able to get this sickness. And it's been rumored that in the Verdant Plains, a sickness is spreading, a small town in the north part. And it could be the same sickness, and if so, it might be that other people are close to another part of the artifact, either knowingly or unknowingly. So that is another rabbit hole to chase down in. The last idea I would have for another place of the stick is also the most dangerous one, which is for you to return to Havenspire. Because Havenspire was actually built around a temple of Leto. And Leto was the goddess that did cast Artemis and Apollo into a prison and destroyed the spear or the stick or the artifact in the first place. And I've heard that under the temple there are apparently some hidden chambers. Maybe more information is down there. It could be that Leto didn't exactly destroy all the information of where the pieces are located in case she would ever need to get it herself. But going into Havenspire right now for you particularly is a difficult task, as you clearly are wanted, to some extent at least. I don't know how recognizable you guys are, but yeah.
Well,
there's a warrant for your arrest, so you have to deal with that.
We could just change wardrobe, right? Worked last time.
true. Regarding the white termit, for you guys, it's down in the mine where it always has been, but there are some mushroom people.
Myconids.
Sorry?
Myconids. They're very friendly, but they seek knowledge, so they are ready to make a deal that they will allow you the white termit without brainwashing you. And then
what? I'm sorry?
Nothing. But you just have to give them a constant flow of knowledge. So maybe teach them how to read, give them books, tell them about the world we live in.
Just common knowledge and all kinds of knowledge, literature maybe as well.
They also didn't specify, so like maybe if you're low on ideas, you can just like come and tell them what the weather is outside. That's
And
a kind of
Give
knowledge.
them a recipe.
Yeah.
Tell them about food.
Yeah.
Show them the mint wine.
Yeah, and also if you don't do it, they're gonna kill us as well.
Yeah.
So.
What?
Yeah, well...
Wait, everyone or just you specifically?
I think it was us.
all of us. No, just us.
Oh.
But I mean, didn't you just preach that we're the hope of the future?
Well, yes, of course. Yeah, that's,
So, I mean...
No, that's a good point. We did say those things. So Yiva goes, well, this is most alarming. The Myconid people are not exactly safe to be around, but not quite dangerous as well. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll try to manage them and maybe give them some knowledge. If they let us use the mine once more, well, that we'll have to do.
And also, we made a promise that you will use the holes by the dog statue.
What?
Which is managed by the company called Mining Escorts.
How much did you promise on our behalf?
Well, not on your behalf, but we just promised we would spread the word.
Okay, so we have to have a constant flow of knowledge to the Myconid people for them not to kill you guys?
Yeah, but that's relatively simple.
Okay, and then we have to use the services of a company.
Set up a very simple business plan for you. There's even transport security. Like, you just have to show up and say shit.
Oh, Grimace is like, it's transport security. Oh, that's pretty good. Insurance as well?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe it's not too bad of a deal after all.
And then you can have this, and Rhesus hands over the other half of the white termite.
They take it carefully after they saw what it can do.
Whoa, I'm gonna drop it.
They pick it up carefully and say, okay, but there's also regular Tyramid as well in the mine. So is it, right?
We didn't discover that, but
probably.
Yeah, I
so
think
probably.
We can definitely use white Tyramid. It's very, very powerful. So
I think the Twilight Conclave has been lying to you for a long time. So
yeah, it does seem that way.
I would be surprised if there weren't Termid.
Yeah, we didn't discover the whole mine, so the probability for...
Just don't stay in the mines for too long at a time.
Oh, and don't eat the mushrooms.
And try not to touch too much in there in general.
Sorry, I have to write all this down. Grimace had to write all the notes down in some crude Dwarven language. It's like, got it. Okay.
And also, I don't know how relevant it is, but Cadillion wants to use his stick to summon Zeus.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing. So
What?
Oh yeah, Charles,
yeah,
you
you
forgot
forgot
that. Oh well. So while you were, I don't know, high, some guys in there who had, I don't know, been there for 20 years or something, they said that the Twilight Conclave is looking for the spear to use it to summon Zeus so that they can kill him. But if Zeus comes here or is like back in a way, then it might spell the end of Asteria. We forgot to mention that, sorry.
I think that was a pretty big thing to forget.
Well, yeah, you forgot me. That's also pretty.
Charles.
I'm in shock.
So we probably have to go out to get the rest so we can stop Cadillion from destroying the entire world we love and live in.
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
Maybe we should do that.
And he has some parts already. I think 20 years ago he had 3 pieces or something.
Already has 3 pieces. Now, if it didn't just randomly come up, when would you... Sorry, we are currently having a bit of group discussion.
It's okay.
So we will get you in a minute. When were you thinking of saying it to me?
I mean, so much because we had to run for Nicholas, and then the explosion and the hail, and a lot happened. So there were other things to think of.
This was just a good opportunity to discuss it.
Charles, not everything is about you. So
Well, apparently nothing is about Zeus trying to destroy this world.
I mean, you know it now.
you're welcome.
And it's only been like...
Better late than never.
8 hours or something.
Well, Eva goes, well, I'm not sure who this Zeus character is, but it seems dangerous.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have no idea who he is, but I mean, it sounded bad.
Because for the record, most regular mythology outside of Asteria and Leto, Apollo is not super well known because obviously people here didn't grow up with that. There are some exceptions, but not in general.
But the weird horse, like...
Centaurs?
No, not that kind of horse. The weird raspy guys in the mines, they said something about Zeus will do anything to see his children, right? So surely Zeus has to be like, I don't know, that just sounds
A
so
parent.
weird. But, well, yeah, but shut up, Charles. They said that he will do anything to see his children, Artemis and Apollo, we know who they are, right? Or do we not? Yeah, so not just any parent.
He's the parent of the islands.
No, what?
No?
The gods, right?
Oh.
Let me just refresh your memory. In the trailer for this podcast,
That's so long ago.
yeah,
with
it's
us.
so long ago, it is mentioned that Asteria and Leto were running from Zeus.
Yeah.
And Leto was pregnant when she entered Asteria, when Asteria turned into a wandering island. So, from that, we can maybe put the set pieces together that Leto and Zeus had Artemis and Apollo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
What he
the
said.
reason why Zeus is chasing them might be because he wants to see his children, and Leto won't let him. For maybe good reason, or maybe bad reason, who knows?
And he will burn Asteria to ash because Asteria, the world we live in, is essentially hiding them from him.
So that's why we have to stop them, Cadillion, from summoning him.
So in the end, we are still trying to make sure that he doesn't get the weapon.
Yes, but now
So that part doesn't change.
But now it went from, getting healed to saving the world.
But also still, I think, just fucking up the Twilight Conclave, huh? Who's in? Yeah.
Sure.
Woo!
I get to see more of the world, so sure.
That's awesome, Cauldron.
I didn't think that the group was splitting up, but sure, we are still together as a group.
Trying to
Great.
fuck up the Twilight Conclave. Let's hear it. Woo! So no one's angry at me because you almost got hailed to death earlier, right? We're good?
Oh, we're always angry at you.
No, I'm never angry.
So back to the meeting.
Oh, that's
that's
nice,
true.
Reese's. Thank you.
Back to the meeting.
I do feel bad.
Yeah, I
Little
feel
bit.
sick.
Aw.
Sorry, we had an internal group session here.
Yeah, no, it seems like you needed that.
Yeah.
We should go to therapy.
One session, only therapy.
Yeah. good call, honestly. So, okay, Giva goes right. So it seems like that we have a few options to pursue. Either you go to the desert lands and seek this Medusa creature and see what she does, what she knows about the situation. Or you go back to Havenspire and try to look into this temple of Leto.
Yeah, I think
Of
we'll
some
wait
kind?
with that one.
Yeah, that is also the most risky of them.
Hmm.
And then the last option is to seek out this city in the Verdant Plains and figure out if this disease is related to the disease that Rhesus apparently had or have, which might come from exposure to the weapon of some kind.
Do we? What are the logistics of this?
Eva goes, okay, here's what we can do for you. We can transport you out of the Frost Lands very easily by airship.
That's better than big scorpions,
Why do you think people are not in the streets?
because they're in the bushes.
Yes, and what? Grimace goes, what?
Aren't
What do
people
you
in
mean
the
in
bushes?
Have you ever been in the bushes?
No.
I think they are regretting that choice of rebellion to support us. I think they're really regretting
But
it
people
right
appear
now.
from the bushes.
Yes, what do you... Yeah, and why'd that be? Grimace is like,
Because
oh my
no one
God.
uses the road.
Yes, but...
Because the
God
road is
damn
for
it.
landing?
Because the... Oh my God. Oh, wait. Oh,
What
sorry.
the fuck is this pop
How
quiz?
long have you been... Okay, all right, sorry. Cryophoros is mainly a town under the surface. There's barely any city on the surface. Like, they're tunnels. It's tunnels. Every bush is entrance to tunnels. That's why nobody uses the roads, because tunnels is a lot quicker. That's the mountain dwellers. The air
Fuck,
Ganashis...
that's smart.
Well, no one told us
the
that.
air Ganashis fly, so they fly around up in the top. So nobody uses the roads, because why would you use the roads when you have the tunnels and the airships?
No
Well,
one
why
never-
would you have roads then? The roads are expensive to
The roads are for
make.
the Twilight Conclave to...
Well, maybe if
Give
you
us
were a bit
pyramids.
more tourist-friendly, we would have known that.
But sorry, who introduced you to the city?
No one.
Yeah.
So you should get a tourist office.
Well, that's strictly speaking true. There was someone who was introducing and
Oh.
showing you around.
Mulligan.
No?
No,
Grit?
Great.
But he is a man of the road.
Yes.
A psychopath.
Maybe it's every road and not Cryophoros specifically.
All right, so I think we're going for the desert lands.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan. Wait, so you've just been walking on the road the whole time?
No.
But you can see how that might be odd if it's only the Twilight Conclave on the road. And everyone is using the tunnels or the airships.
Yeah, we get it.
We weren't aware.
We were in a mine as well. That's not on the road.
Mistakes were made.
So what did you think people in the bushes for then?
To hide from the Twilight Conclave.
I just
Well,
thought
sort of, in
they
a way,
were
maybe.
creeps.
Yeah, I just thought they were
A whole
watching.
city of creeps.
Well, we didn't meet that many people in the bushes.
Only old people who were
Yeah.
watching us.
Ah, I see.
I must say, I hope that we do better next time we meet. I mean, this is the...
Okay, but wait. So you don't know why it's dark either then?
No.
Yeah,
There's
but we're not
a
gonna
lot of
tell
sun.
you.
I mean,
What? Are there not normally sun in the mountains?
I must say we didn't really think about it when we tried to save.
Well, okay,
I mean,
this city-
yeah,
it's
we
okay.
saved the city, and now we're going
No,
through a pub quiz.
It's fine. Sorry, I was just curious. Like it's in the name. It's called Cryophoros. It comes from Chromophoros, which is molecules that absorbs certain amount of lights and emits in the visible spectrum.
Fucking physics.
And all the nitrogen are coming up from the mountains, which create a lot of Chromophoros heavy
Reese is
molecules,
gonna walk out while he explains this.
which means that visible light is difficult to bring through, which is why it's always dark.
I take a D4 of psychic damage because I remember physics.
Fuck, it's boring.
1 damage.
Physics. All right, no worries. We can take you by airship to the edge of the Frost Clan's lands. And from there you must walk through the desert to Sandalia. And there, hopefully, you will find a way to find the temple or place in where Medusa rests. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
Oh, can I talk to Mark?
you can. You are actually led up to the top of Cryophoros, where there's a lot of people walking around because they're not on the roads.
Wow,
And
that's
flying
really pretty
around.
up here.
Yeah, Cryophoros is a great place. So, you wanted to approach Mark.
Yeah, I want to take Mark to the side.
All right.
Mark, I don't know if we're gonna meet again,
Right.
but I think. Well, first I want to say thank you for your help.
Well, you're welcome.
I want to say thank you for the information. You didn't have to give me the information of the Soulstone with Charles, or Philip, sorry. Of
Well,
Stonehaven.
I am aware that my father didn't always do the correct thing, and this might have been one of them. And you also taught me a lot about celestials, the god, mythology. A lot of the reasons why I came to Cryophoros, so...
Well, I don't think you understand the impact of your information. I don't know. You know, my real name is Charles, but I don't think you are familiar with the Ironwood nobility. But well,
I can't say that I am.
Philip of Stonehaven, the one your dad captured, the one that was a general in the war against your people, was or is still my dad.
Oh.
And well, I don't know how to tell the others. I don't even know why I tell you. I mean, since I was 8, maybe when he got back, there's someone else back home, and now he's not my dad, and you, like my dad, I mean, he's stuck somewhere, and I don't know. I'm sorry that I.
No, hey, it's okay. I clearly I didn't realize the impact of my words prior, but so there might be a chance that your dad is still somewhere in that soulstone. Like, he might not be completely lost. I can't promise that he'll be the same person as you remember from 20 years of isolation, but he might be something close enough.
It seems weird to say this, but when I think of my dad, no matter his flaws, is the one that's back home. Who is my dad? If I go and save this man from the soulstone, is he my dad? It's so hard to
Yeah.
explain that. And also, what happens if he looks at me and for the first time and sees the man I've become, and he's just disappointed? I don't think you can give me the answer, but I need it. And I'm sorry that I put that on you, but I need someone to talk to. And I know I have this group, but I have a hard time saying this stuff.
No, I
guess.
understand. And you can for sure tell it to me, Charles, but you're right, I cannot give you the answers you're looking for. There is, however, one detail that might assist you. So as far as I'm aware, the soul stones that I have heard of, the ones that were captured during the Great War, are in a temple in the desolate plains. The Temple of Orion. And it is possible to enter this soul stone without actually freeing what is inside. So I don't know if that makes any changes, but it might be possible to see him before you decide on releasing him from the crystal. Because while he might be biological dad in a sense, even just a soul, he might not be what you are looking for.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you once more. I think I need to join the rest of them
For sure.
before
I hope we meet again.
before
Charles.
Eric has killed someone.
Yeah, yeah, she tends to do that, right?
I still owe you that beer, though. So,
Yeah, I'll get it sometime.
Thank you.
You're all on the top roof of Cryophoros, surrounded by airships, powered by some strange aurora light. So you see the aurora light that comes from the top. They are sort of sucked into the ship in some way, and it fuels them, sort of. And you're there with Yiva and Grimace. All needs to be better at naming people. And they say, right, this ship here has some supplies for your road, some food, some drink, fresh clothes, and it will take you to the edge of the Frosthold clan's land. It will return, and we will probably modify it a bit, so it'll be ready for whatever the Haven Spy and Twilight Conclave has to throw at us. And it will put you at the edge of the desert, and we'll have to walk some of the way. I just want to say thank you, honestly, for what you've done to the North. Like, not only did you help putting down the mayor of Cryophoros, you also really unlocked for everyone how horrible the Twilight Conclave has been to us. And if you ever meet any of our people around the world, you are sure to have an ally in them. Safe travels.
Thank you. No more quizzes?
Oh, more quizzes. Not for this time.
Oh, God.
You enter the ship. It undocks and you hear the sort of summing of the engine. So as the ship is pushed forwards, there's sort of a humming in the background as it starts to shake and move through the air. And after not only a few minutes... What are you...
We have never flown before. Well, I assume Reese's haven't as well. We haven't flown before.
Have any of you sailed before?
No. I come
You
from,
have.
assume so. I have.
Okay.
I'm from a desert
Yeah. Okay. Golden Reese's constitution saving throw to see if you get...
And I'm sick.
Yeah, well, you're always sick. That's good to say.
30... No... 12.
You managed to keep it in you.
10.
10. Oh, that's on the edge. So I would say you take a D4 damage and...
From flying?
Yeah.
What?
So if it's puking.
I thought he was just gonna throw up in his mouth and swallow it again or something.
Ooh.
Really gross.
Well, I said what I said. Take a D4 damage.
Hope we can get some rest in this ship.
As you puke over the railing of the ship, down on Cryophoros.
Whoa, it's far down.
I mean, no one's on the road, so...
Yeah, you are easily 300, 400 feet in the air. It is, as you would also see, a lot less dark up here.
Oh.
So as you get far away from the mountains, I won't bore you with the physics explanation, okay?
Thank you.
The short answer is that there is a lot more visible light up here for you to see. And if you look up, you can very, very slightly see the faint image of a blue sky. And it gets clearer as you move out of Cryophoros, and you suddenly are between the clouds, indeed, and can look back on the huge mountain landscape in which you have been walking around for quite some time. And in front of you, you also see in the distance that some yellow dunes are forming as you are approaching the edge of the desert lands.
How long does it take? Does it fit with a long rest?
Yeah.
Nice.
For the second time maybe in this podcast, you all get to long rest.
Do we level up?
Oh, a good question. Yeah, you do.
To level 6.
Yes.
Nice.
So, you've been placed, so to say, at the edge of the desert. There's a pool of water behind you from melting of the glaciers up north. So, where the Frosthold clan's lands meet the desert, there's some water of the melting of the ice. And you are at the edge of this water, standing in front of a desert. It is warm. The sun is shining. It's almost unbearable. Except for Reese Galdrick, who loves this kind of stuff. So,
Finally.
This is nice.
yeah, and there's plenty of light, no darkness to be seen. And I would actually maybe say, so Charles and Ericas, do you have a lot of experience with deserts?
No. I mean, Arcus is from a tropical area. So she
Yeah.
knows, like, heat, but more like high humidity and...
Yes, so I would actually say, Ericas, can you actually roll a history check for me? Because you most likely came through the desert
Oh, right.
when you were traveling from the Drifting Isles to Havenspire.
Probably,
So
yeah.
let's say, how much do you
But I
remember
did
of this
roll a
desert?
nat one, so...
Oh my god, you... Jesus, you might as well walk through the desert blindfolded. You don't,
Yeah.
like this, you don't remember anything about this place.
He catched the ride and slept all the way.
Yes, pretty much. You have no recollection of the place you're in, and therefore do not know where to walk through the desert.
But we have someone from the desert, right, Galdic?
Well, I'm from the deserts, but
That's
I
true.
haven't been here.
No, not these specific parts, but I used to wander in this sort of terrain. So I would assume that Galdrick is leading the way as you start walking.
Yes.
Galdrick, roll a survival check for me.
That's a 6.
Does he get advantage because he's from the desert?
Yeah, that would seems about right, yeah.
That's a net 20.
Yeah.
That's all right. Here's the thing. So as you walk through the desert, you have the feeling that you're being watched. So you watch over the dunes, and it's like almost every time you watch us, like just you miss a glimpse of something looking at you. So you never really see it, but the second you look over it, it seems like it was just there, and it vanishes in the winds.
Guys, did you see that at top of the hill over there? No?
Oh, is that like one of the illusions? I heard you get some kind of illusions when you're in the desert.
I think it's not an illusion. I'm pretty sure people are watching us, so I think we should be careful with our steps.
Everyone, roll history.
Yeah, 14.
4.
9.
20.
20. That's good. With a 20, you do remember, like, so you don't remember anything about the desert lands because you're sleeping on some carriage all the way through. However, you do remember that this is rumors of the desert spirits that seems to watch over the desert and watch people so that they don't interrupt the natural balance that the desert do inhabit. So they are the feeling of someone watching you is referred to as desert spirits. And it's sort of a folklore tale. So some people say, oh, it's just a thing with the light. So you always feel like you just saw someone, but it's not actually there. But some local people believe that the desert spirits are quite real and are sort of a guardian of the natural order or the way things should be in whatever you think that is correct.
So, what he said. Can I say that? Okay. Argus will say, Galdrick, have you heard about the tales of the desert spirits?
No, not from where I'm from.
Wasn't that what he called them? Yeah. Sometimes... Fuck. So sometimes, people... I don't know, I think it's just kind of superstition, but... Some people say there are spirits out here and that, they kind of can mess with people a little bit. So maybe that's what you're...
Oh.
Like, maybe if you knew about that, you would think... But obviously, if you never heard about it... I mean, I think it's like a myth or something, but...
I just thought it was other townspeople. They used to throw things at me as well, but that's for another time.
What? Wait, what? No, what?
Sorry?
Sorry?
They used to give me things, but they always didn't hand it to me. They always gave it to me from afar.
What?
Do you think it's the same kind of thing? With people from the town just handing you over things from afar?
No, I don't think
it's usually not very usable stuff, but it's nice giving me gifts.
What kind of gifts might that be, Goldrick?
Usually it would be food that has already been dried out, so you can't really eat it, or bones, or sometimes liquids, kind of oddly smelling, that sort of things. I don't know what I could use it for, but it's nice of them.
Did they say anything when they...
No, they usually ran when I looked the way they gave it to me.
Oh.
Goldrick?
A drive-by gift.
Yeah. I never had the chance to thank them.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think it's the same thing.
You're probably
No.
right. Well, these didn't hand me gifts.
That's a trauma for another episode.
Goldrick, no, what? Okay, so, I'm sorry, Goldrick. So people threw stuff at you.
No, they didn't. I don't think they threw it at me. I think
How many times did they hit you? In the head, for instance.
Probably most of the time.
Right.
I think.
So they are good at throwing then?
Or he's bad at catching.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that might be me.
Where they're like, hey...
Oh, no, it's not you. But
Could they be like, hey, this is for you, and then throw it, and then you just didn't catch it? Or did
Yeah.
they...
No,
I think-
listen, Goldrick. Next time someone does that, you tell them that they can either give you stuff in your... to you in your hands, and not spoiled food or bones, because you don't need those things, right?
You sure?
Well, bones, I mean...
Okay, but Goldrick doesn't need bones.
Okay.
Okay, if you get bones, fine. So then you can give them to Rhesus. I don't know, he has a weird bone fetish. But
just so,
It's in your
I
backstory.
mean, you said something about spirits.
oh yeah, there's this folklore thing out here in the desert. I don't remember that well. Well, apparently I remember super well because I rolled a 20, but I didn't quite entirely understand what Vila said. So apparently there are some tales out here about desert spirits that watch over the lands and try to, and will interfere if you don't treat the desert right or something.
But how do you treat the desert?
I don't know.
But you're thinking that what we saw, or?
No, I
Galdic
don't.
saw?
I didn't see anything.
No. Well, I
We
mean...
wondered why you told us this.
We didn't stop and talk.
No, I assumed you kept on walking.
Yeah,
okay,
of
so-
course.
so.
No, I just thought maybe if Goldrick was a bit superstitious, then he could have been freaked out by the possibility of desert ghosts or something.
Are there any skeletons in this desert?
Yes, there are. You don't even have to roll for that. That's quite
Human?
a bit. No.
Oh.
It seems to be...
You sound so disappointed. No. Okay.
Well, at least, the most of the skeletons you see seems to be some animal of a sort. Large creatures. But it might be... I don't know how much you know about the... roll
Animals
nature. Roll
or
nature.
skeletons?
Well, you do know a lot about skeletons.
I do like skeletons.
Okay,
it's
great.
a fetish. It's in my backstory.
It's in your backstory. Roll nature. Is it a nat 20 as well?
No, it's just a 20.
Really, it is?
It's 16 plus 4.
Oh my god. You guys...
This is a good day.
I don't... Okay. It's camels.
Why are you so mad about me
Because
knowing it's camels?
I couldn't come up with some good monster, so it's camels.
Okay,
There's
that's
camels
fine.
in the
I'm not
desert.
gonna do anything.
So
Just wanted to know.
I just wanted to know.
you found out. When you're walking around, you see there are some skeletons poking out of the dunes, but most of them seems to be like caravans, mainly. So under the sand, there will be some bags and some clothing, and you do find a potion in there.
Okay, I wasn't looking, but nice.
Yeah, but you just you just remembered something so great about nature that you
Wait,
just
you found a potion.
Yeah,
Is it the same kind of potion that Goldrick has?
I don't know. I pick up a potion.
Yeah.
Can we compare them just to look at the consistency of
Yep,
them?
they look like the same.
Oh, here you go, Goldrick.
Thank you. That was your conclusion.
You dropped this one.
Thank you.
Silly Goldrick.
And you keep on walking into this.
Yeah, I guess we got
So,
Breeza stops out. Wait! There's a camel skeleton. And then he walks on.
Nice.
thank you so much for listening to Lost in Asteria. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. And if you enjoyed the music, please go check out Tabletop RPG music on Patreon, where a guy named Ian composes amazing music for your own tabletop role-playing games, and all music from this podcast is produced by him and his team. So go check it out, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.